Come into the kitchen with me. We'll cook up something yummy, savory, spicy, or sweet, to satisfy your tummy each and every week. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for In the Kitchen with Miss Paula Harmonica Mama, and it's gonna be yummy. Well, welcome to another edition of In the Kitchen with Miss Paula Harmonica Mama, and today we are going to make something for Valentine's Day. We are going to make a sweet treat called Cherry Delight, and it's a special recipe to me because it was Mima's favorite when she went to the Gateway, and I worked in the kitchen there for a while, and I learned a little bit of their secrets about how they made it. So what we need to start out with first, though, is we need to make our graham cracker crust. So I had 7 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted in this dish, and to that I am going to add a cup and a half of graham cracker crumbs with 3 tablespoons of sugar. And we'll just get that nice and mixed up. I think the graham cracker crust is maybe my favorite part. And this was a really popular dessert at the Gateway. When I was going to Marshall Community College to their culinary program, I did like my practicum there. But my main job there was to make the salads and their salad dressings. That may not sound like a whole lot, but they had several different kinds of salad. And of course their biggest one was their their side salads. I used to make that by the bus tub as well as all their salad dressings. Okay, we're just going to press those in there, and this needs to just sit for a while. So that's pressed down in, and this is an 8x8 baking dish, by the way. So after a bit, we will come back to the kitchen and we will finish making this up. See you in a bit. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So the first thing we need to do to make this Cherry Delight is we need to whip up some cream cheese. So I'm going to put it in the mixer, and I'm going to mix it up all by itself for a little while and get all the lumps and all that good kind of stuff out. So we'll get this thing opened up. My cream cheese is nice and soft. Let it sit out for a while. in there. Okay. Yep. Let me get a towel. There we go. Okay. We'll get this started. And we'll just let it whip around there for a while. Once that gets good and smooth, we're going to add some powdered sugar and some cocoa. I'm going to turn that up a tad. And I also scrape the bowl a little bit. Needs to whip around just a little bit more. So write in the comments, what are some of the things that your family or you as a couple or you as a single with friends, what do you do for Valentine's Day? The past few years that Bernie and I have been together, he's always brought in something special or made me a special breakfast and flowers. And usually some other little gifts. And then I fixed it a nice big meal. I've done rock Cornish hen, I've done steak. So I'm not really sure what I want to make this Saturday. I'm kind of thinking about going for the two-rib steak. And we'll just see how that goes. Let me take a look at this. I'm going to scrape the bowl down another time. I'll get you a little bit closer to the mixer there. I think that's looking just about right, so we'll add the whipped cream here. There we go. Oops, nope, I'm going to add the powdered sugar. And the vanilla. I'm going to add a teaspoon. Whoa! Well, that was sloppy. Vanilla. Some of that powdered sugar scraped down in there. Just about ready in there. Excuse me just a moment. Okay, we're going to do another scrape. I want to get all that powdered sugar in there. You can see on the beater how nice and creamy it's getting. Okay, here we go. Alright, now we're going to put in the Cool Whip. And we're not going to over mix this. Just going to kind of mix it until it's pretty well combined. I have a new storage container. Oops. I think it's looking good there. I think we're just about ready to put it on the graham cracker crust. All right. As much off of that beater as I can. All right. Just going to give it a little bit more of a stir here. Little bit of shiny Cool Whip on there. Okay. So now we are going to put it in our dish here. Getting it all nice and ready to go. Okay. I'm going to use my wooden spoon to kind of spread it around. Nice and even like. Get some more over here in this corner. Have y'all been watching any of the Olympics? Bertie and I have watched quite a bit of it. I think I just got that on the back of my sweater. We'll stick this over here in the sink. I've really enjoyed the figure skating. And then we just watched some speed skating stuff. I'm not real sure I'd want to do that. And some of that downhill ski stuff looks kind of scary to me. They go so fast. All right. Whoops. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is we need to add the cherries on top. I'm going to take a taste of that. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, I'm going to bring some water in this real quick so it doesn't. Spray it out there a little bit. Okay, so now all the recipes that I've seen. Whew, I didn't think I was going to get that open. Just tell you to put the cherry pie filling on top of the cream cheese. And I'm going to do that. But I'm going to add a little bit of something to it. Okay. Okay, I am going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. See if I can pour it better this time. All right. And I'll mix that up in there, and it just gives it a little bit more flavor. Just a little bit more flavor there. All right, and here we go. Let's get this on top. Now, this is going to have to sit in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. And this is Tuesday night. So, what I'm going to do, because you could also let it sit overnight, I am going to go ahead and let it sit overnight, but I've got to spend some time in Huntington tomorrow, and in Ashland we got to take the car in for a recall thing, and we got to be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm going to go get my hair cut. So I'm going to go ahead and get this part of the video prepped to post Wednesday, and then when we get back, or maybe even we might even take a bite before we go, because I think I'm going to take some of this to my daughter. We're going to have lunch with her. So, there we have it. So this is Cherry Delight, and it is going to go in the fridge overnight, and we will, or I will, I'll make Bernie come with me. We will get back with you tomorrow and you'll get to see us take a taste, but it'll be like a part 2. All right? Okay. So, happy Valentine's Day. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Well, it's time to say goodbye, and it's time to say goodnight. Make your sweetheart a batch of cherry delight. Well, so long, and I will see you next Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like, and please make a comment. And happy Valentine's Day, y'all.